Stone's throw away, and the next street over. Can't run late. I've seen him a few times before from afar. He looks highly audacious. I confess he did capture my attention, but that's neither here nor there. We should help him. The gratitude of a rich, intelligent man can only benefit us. Fascination.
In your blood.
Tactical retreat. No. I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough.
You won't stop us. You can trust me.
Kill by demons, but their mortal wounds were affected by ordinary weapons.
Might be
I'm losing my temper.
Hear me, take heed. The hordes of Abyss march on Kenabres. The war throws a target they may not be allowed to capture. The consequences will be disastrous.
Stabby, or did we retreat already? Go.
This is how it feels.
No reason to pause. Lead on. I'm here. Where else would I be?
Open your heart to me. Magnesium Turinos.
How many charges do they even have? 15? Okay. But I have 44 of these. Not a lot going on in here, it looks like. This blind run makes me think of the possibilities for multiple playthroughs of this game, actually. Where it's clear some of your options you get to pick with influence the plot a bit more.
Let me draw the first blood.
Just sit here. Don't worry about me.
That was an unfortunate sneak attack. Very unfortunate. I do like that they actually have more ambushes like that, where the monster kind of comes from nowhere, from an obvious place that they could come from. Adopt? Yeah, I'm adopting. Like, yeah, I got a tiger. Hell yeah.
Well,
Hell yeah. I just gotta fill this guy's inventory with like animals falling around. Hell yeah. So each of these things will give him a +2 morale bonus on perception and other skills. Knowledge Arcana isn't really a skill I care about. So I'll take the Pipe Fox off him. Who is the character with Knowledge Arcana in my team? Not you, not you, not you, not you. You do. Alright, you can have the Pet Pole Fox then. There you go. We have to redistribute the familiars.
you are today's sacrifice.
Right?
Oh, that's a lot of them, actually. Why you got 1 HP? Let's pull you back. Oh, I already used all of his controlling spells. Let's get him a bit wide out.
So this is how it feels.
I think at this point I might as well just rest again. Alright, this is not a good place to rest, I guess, because people can't get to where they need to initiate it. Let's try over here. Here, maybe? Oh, yeah, it's Ramian over there. Hey, sup, dog. So you found me. I have nowhere else to run. I'm at your mercy. Kill me if you wish, but I ask you to hear me out first. I already killed Halrin, dude. The Azar bringing his hands together and feet. I am sorry, bitch. Really am truly sorry. Harun did not understand what he was doing. And he did so much harm, but sincerely believed that he was fighting for the good of the city and the entire Crusade movement. In another mission, he could have done so much good. What other tidings do you bring? I don't want to believe that Canopus has fallen, that everyone is dead, and that there's no one left to fight. Please tell me there are pockets of resistance still nothing where I can be found and use. Commander Tirablight, I don't know her personally, but her wife Enevia is a regular worshiper at our temple. I'd be glad to aid in the fight. Yeah, he really did know. The longer the coward blathers on, the more I want to give into inspiration and simultaneously knock his teeth out. In a different time and place, someone perhaps could have become the victim of false dreams sent by monsters, but here in the War of the Abyss, the god is keeping a close eye on her most faithful followers. I have no doubt that if a demon tried to intrude upon our dreams of any of us, Desna's punishment would have been swift. When my attempts to open Harun's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take the matters into their own hands. They did not consult me for doing so, but I have never demanded iron discipline from my priests. Army commanders may have subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them, I cannot command them. And it seems they aspired all on their own. They had no ill intent, they only wished to access the wardstone in secret and try to cleanse it, but to Halrun, this became perform a suspect ritual after hearing even more suspect voices in their dreams. Very well. Wait, 3 of my adepts are hiding somewhere in the ruins of the city. The ones who is wrongly accused of treason. I beg you to find them and protect them against the demons and vigilantes like Halrun, though not arrested by him. Thank you for listening to me and defending me. I'll now go to the Defender's Heart. I hope to see you there. May Desna keep you. Strangers, wait, you spared Ramian despite what that bad Inquisitor told you. Oh, hang on, I've got to remove this spell. Hope Halrun's dogs aren't lurking nearby. So you're one of the Desnak Adepts. Yes, I am Ilk's Cleric of Desna, and one of the people who answer the call of the voice in dreams. Some unknown person may con us through our dream, telling us what the demon's plans. We learned the demons are planning to attack Kenabras and do something terrible to our wardstone, which already carries a taint of corruption. Prelate Halrun refused to heed our warnings. We had no choice. We could either throw up our hands and pull back or take action, even though it could cost our lives, but with a heartless person could stand in the face of such a deadly threat. How could a Zealot like him become an effective defender of Kenebras? His faith is strong, incredibly strong. The people of the city have seen him fighting on the front lines time after time. I myself remember feeling dumbstruck the first time I saw that gruff old man slaying demons in a fit of righteous fury. The people living on the edge of the abyss need protecting more than anyone else, and that's why they prepared to forgive their protector almost anything, even prejudice, paranoia, and the death of innocents. Known as Hawkblade, he's a witch hunter too, but a good deal more rational and even-tempered. Halrun trusts him completely, and Leodor always conducts a thorough investigation before dragging the victim to the fire. It's our bad luck that Leodor left Conabras in pursuit of some particular vicious hags 2 weeks before the attack. If he were here, he wouldn't have let Halrun attack Ramian, or on the other hand, if he were here, we wouldn't have had to have escaped after trying to get to Waterstone. We'd all been in a cell right now. There's just a trust in Latichin. Listen, my friends are called Aranka and Thal. Thal is the wallflower, Aranka is an amazing singer. Yeah, a truly beautiful girl. She has plenty of friends and fans. She's probably blended into a crowd somewhere. Wallflower is a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. It'll only bring Inquisitors down on him. He'll be hard to find. You better find Aranka first. She might know where Wallflower is. Please find them and protect them against the demons and find the Inquisitors. I'll wait news in the Goddess Temple. I hope our mysterious helper will send us a new message that will reveal what's coming from the demons. Alright, see ya. Go. May Desna be with you, stranger. Let's try sleeping over here, I guess. This might work. There you go. It looks like you get 3 naps before you get corrupted. The game suggests not getting up to the 3-star, like 3-tiered corruption, but I feel like any amount of corruption is probably pretty bad. Seeing as the first tier gives you a 15% chance to fail your spells, which is pretty nasty.
What do we have here?
Well, going the right way to disarm the trap, at least.
I hope you appreciate this.
Let's see what's in the basement. It's really dark down here.
Let's move already.
I think that's the first time ever in any of these games I've ever, like...
Last one for me.
Distract them for me.
Oh. Well, I'm not worried about some random dretch.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Let's hear you cry.
We will win this war. They will break against
Ah,
us.
shit, they figured it out. They put this guy in a different spot. How many more of these guys do I have to kill?
I'm all right.
Alright.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Matricium Turinos.
Matricium Turinos.
Well, now I know for sure touching that wall does nothing but deal damage to you. But I've slain all the dretch that would come out of it, at the very least. I think I've explored this place pretty well, though, at this point. Oh yeah, I'm carrying too much garbage. Let's see how many, like, suits of plate mail I can drop. Here you go. Oh, I need to drop more garbage. Maybe I should back to that place to sell shit. Okay, so yeah, I can get down to here and do this stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna head back up to Defender's Heart. Might as well. Who the fuck are you? Hello, cat.
Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
Who are you calling boy?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them! Just an audience, they don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment. In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
That is correct. But still, boy, no prompting, please. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull! Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep. And a cow.
None of your answers were correct. The correct answer is an aurochs. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it. She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
The heartbeat quickens.
Time to share your treasures.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
That fucking guy.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer? Silver and gold are the colors of Abadar. Iomade's colors are red and white. I suppose I should terminate the experiment due to the subject's utterly woeful performance. But don't get upset. We all can't be smart. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells. I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all. It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. Unfortunately, the experiment has proven that the opposing parties possess approximately equal faculties in this regard. A shame, indeed, for I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It appears I was mistaken. Yes. Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward. Huh? What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter. Excellent, you're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
I think I'll replace her with Ember, probably. I kind of want more of a arcane spellcaster. I have no idea. Okay, she's a scroll savant? Alright. She's 20... Well... Oh, I can't increase it at the maximum, I suppose. Oh, I see. They've already... So they're increasing from 20 to 21? No. You should increase your dex 60 in this situation. So the big thing about having your stats at odd numbers is so when you get these levels, you can improve them to the next threshold. Having 21 intelligence doesn't make a lick of difference between 20 and 21. So it would take her, like, many more levels to get to the next threshold, where you're better off increasing your dex from 15 to 16 and keeping her at 20 intelligence. Oh, these skills are fine for the most part. Yeah. I will unselect both of these spells for now and consider what I actually want. It doesn't recommend these spells. Oh, but because we already have a lot of them, we have like multiple uses of them. Well, we have no one who could ever use invisibility, potentially, so I'll get her that as a good spell. And Glitter Dust, I kind of like that one for battle. And let's level up the rest of my gang. Like, in this case, my wisdom was 17 and now it's 18. Alright, now I get a Hex of my own. I'm not in melee, so Ice Plant isn't that amazing for me. I could go with Healing to get a free Cure Light Wounds every level. I kind of like the idea of having a few free heals to throw around as my character. Because he gets one free Cure Light Wounds in every character, and next level becomes Cure Moderate for him instead. And the rest of these aren't, like, crazy. Evil Eye isn't bad. Evil Eye wouldn't be awful. See, the thing is, I don't have a real cleric to channel positive energy with to get some AoE healing, so this could be good for after battle. Fury is pretty good for a DPS buff. Evil Eye, though, I kind of like it. You know, I'll take it. I'll go for more of a combative ability. Then our Spooter Girl, who's a fighter. She doesn't have any stats that are odd besides her charisma. I can give her 6 charisma, make her less bad at that. But charisma isn't very useful for her, to be honest, because she's never going to be talking to anyone. I'll probably slap it in Dex, just because there's no better stat to put it into. Give her that perception, give her that athletics. Okay, and now I can get weapon specialization, which makes it do more damage. I will definitely get rapid shot next level for her, though. And then for our rogue boy, I give him 14 con. They want to give him 21 dex. Having your stats higher than 20, like, what's the benefit, right, of 22? I'll probably get an item that raises it up to 22 later. So I'll just save it so we can actually make some better use out of it. I'll keep the skills as they put out, that's fine. What spell they give him? Hideous Laughter and Invisibility? Hideous Laughter is good. I already have one person invisibility. So I'll give Create Pit. I think I'll get some more crowd control from him. Create Pit might be the spell. Molten Orb, Scare, AoE Fear. Oh, maybe I'll give him an AoE, like a offensive spell. Hideous Laughter is some more crowd control for him to use. This chick, Spirit Hunter. 18 to 19 dex, I see. No, they haven't assigned the point. Okay, we'll give her 20 dex then. So I have a rogue now in my party. I could pick a different skill. She doesn't need trickery anymore as a skill. I have a dedicated rogue for that. I could give her that, but she's not very smart. What's she actually even good at? Lore religion, maybe? Oh, I can look over here. So if I put her 2 points in lore religion, she would be better than anyone else. Yeah, sure. I'll do that. And then I'll give her Battle Master. for now. It isn't too amazing, but level 8 and 16 gets better. And I don't think... I'll double check. I don't think anything else is too amazing. Yeah, Ward could be good too, but I don't want to get too many buffs to make her just buff character. And then finally, our lovely Paladin. We could raise her dex to 14 to give her a total of +2. That would be okay, but I think I'll give her 16 charisma instead. Increasing the dex is nice, but she's been wearing heavy armor all the time anyways, right? And full plate gives her the +1, I'm pretty sure. I have to double check that later. Alright, she has 3 ranks in mobility. A skill that's not even a class skill for her. Alright, that's a interesting use for her skill points. There's no one actually good at persuasion besides her, so I'll give it to her. What else would she be, like, good at? Nothing, really. I'll give her a point in there. I'll give her a point in knowledge religion. Since I feel like as a paladin, she should have that skill. Even if she is not the best at it. Does our nerd here even have a weapon? Yeah, she has a crossbow, okay. She has like 5 strength, that's so bad. And I guess out of curiosity, you guys even have any like magical items that would boost their stats? No, these are their base stats, so yeah, magic show. I gotta drop shit to keep going. Oh, I actually found some half plate +1, didn't notice. Is that better than the adamantine chainmail, though? I have to think about that. Right. So, this gives you 10 AC. So she would lose 1. So, okay. So this armor gives her 6. Here, I'll take it off for now. So she has 15 AC. So if she wears half plate +1, it goes up to 23. So she gains 2 armor class, but she loses the DR she gets, but +2 to armor class means attacks are 20% less likely to hit her. That's a pretty decent trade. And then you can only wear up to medium armor. So you could wear the adamantine chainmail, but you'd lose you'd lose a lot of AC. You have 20 dexterity now. So now this chain shirt isn't even like the best armor for you. You need like anything else probably. I don't have optimal armor for her to be wearing right now, so no point in her wearing that. My dexterity is only 14, so chainmail is like good for me. So Crypt Raider's armor gives me 6 AC. Or it gives me 7. So if I wore this, I would lose 1 AC. I'd lose no AC, actually. So if I wear this, I'd lose no AC, except for against zombies. In which case I'm losing 2. But I get DR2 against everything. Okay, that's pretty good. And I have this Crypt Raider armor, which is scale mail, which is 5 and 3. Everyone on me's got pretty good dex besides you, and you wouldn't want to wear that. Then I have you, and you're just wearing leather armor. And if she got any more dexterity, it wouldn't be good for her anymore all of a sudden. Oh yeah, that's right. These guys are worth a fair bit. How much do they weigh, though? Oh, 100 pounds? They weigh quite a lot, though. I'll drop these leather armors, though. They're not worth anything. Oh, I had to go here. I thought it was going the other way. Whatever. No, I want to come back here because I think I'm done playing for now, to be honest. I've been playing all day. Poshment, come, let me properly introduce you to Ellen, Jana, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. It was me who convinced Irabeth to use what Jana, Curl, and Ellen found for our little party. If you look out from the windows, you might think the end times have come and the abyss has devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures and good food and good company could help us keep the gloom at bay. Ha! Wait, I'm not ready for another toast yet, and it's not even a day that I drink with paladins, knights, and sword lords. Hey, are we just gonna sit here with the grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little better, so we have better reason to toast. Well, tell me about your order. I already know about the sword lords, but she's basically a sword lord. They're like weird mercenary nobles. I set up 4 days before the demon attack, and am I lucky or what? I'm an apprentice to a famous fencing master from Mevon. I learned a thing or two from him, believe me. I soon got bored of fighting off bandits and getting involved in these petty squabbles, the bickering river kingdoms. I wanted a proper challenge, and you can't find a better place than Mendev. And what do you know? The moment I arrived, the demonic invasion began. My father would say that's no accident. Fate brought me here. What about you, Curl? How'd you end up in the Condemned? I just did what everyone else was doing. I grew up in the slums where everyone stole a little and maybe smuggled or guarded stashes, so... But I never killed anybody, and I never did anything really bad. I got caught stealing when they made me choose between prison and the Condemned. Well, of course I didn't want to go to prison. I'm not that good of a fighter. But as Norgorber is my witness, a thief can also be so in a war against demons. I've always been a good scout. I can sneak under the nose of any monster, but I don't know where my friends are now. We got separated from the demons rampage in the city. Chin up, friend. Whoever you were with in the past, you're our friends now, and a crusader. Your skills will be through us, you'll see. How do you all know Sela? I met my noble sister on the road to Canabraz. I was returning from the south from my fiancé and was happy to be in the company of the Paladin of Yamde. We said our farewells at the city gates and I went north along the road to Dresden to my order's camp. The demons attacked us there. At the same time, they struck Canabras. We managed to fight them off. We hurried to the city's aid and joined forces of the Eagle's Watch. And my fellow Houndhearts were wounded during the battle in the streets. I'm the last item I ordered who can still fight. It's good to see Sela again. Every loyal heart counts these days. I met Sela at a tavern in Canavraz, before the attack, of course. She was one of the few who would sit at the table with the Condemned. Knights usually even look at us, but Sela is different. I knew it the moment I saw her. That's when we know Sela too, so I sat down to talk to her. I never understood why everyone treated the Condemned so horribly. And I still don't. Our Curl was a great lad, so after that night, Sela and I went around the taverns together every day. Mendev is an amazing place. People from all over the world come here. For glory, redemption, or to help those in trouble. And they always find each other. It's might be the best place in the world to find like-minded people and friends. That was a toast in case you didn't notice. I didn't just want to talk about today's celebration, you see. Elwin is in trouble. I want to help him, and I don't know anyone else in the I can turn to. His fellow knights were all wounded in battle. Bad idea, sister, I told you. I don't want to bother anyone else with my problems. I need to handle them on my own. Oh, come on! Hiding your sadness from your friends is no way to live. Carol is right. Posh meant to help me find you. Without his help, I'd still be looking for you all over the Canabres. So, Ellen, come on. Stop being so stubborn. In all truth, I don't wish to impose. My problems are just minor troubles. A paladin of Yamde and her friends certainly have more important things to do. Especially know that Canabres has been overrun with demons. If I've learned anything in life, it's that there's nothing minor about good and evil. Take the three of you, for example. It seems like all you did was save one card from the lesser demons. But look how people are happy now. That feat will never be sung of in songs, but who knows? Maybe thanks this one joyous hour of peace and rest, the defenders of Canabres will find the strength to protect the city. I talk too much, don't I? Well, Sir Ellen, I want to help you, and my reputation as a holy warrior of Amade won't suffer if it's more of a minor adventure than a glorious feat. Alright, I'll explain. The life of a crusader has given me more than just purpose and a chance to serve a righteous cause. When I abandoned life of a mercenary and came to Mendev, I gained something else I never expected. It's here that I met, may all the ladies here forgive me, the finest girl in all the world. It's a miracle she found any love in her own heart for a burglar like me. But I'm not about to let this miracle go. Not even the demon lord Jaskari and all of his demons army can stand in my way. Luckily, my beloved is now safely away from Canabres. For half a year, I've been getting up the courage to propose to her. I even ordered a ring from Derek Sunhammer, the best jeweler in Mendev. Independent nightly orders live mostly off donations, and I'm not what you would call rich, but I want to make Kiana happy. Oh, it took me 3 months to find a jewel of the same shade as her eyes, and twice as long to scrape together enough money. Master Derek's work was worth it, but I lost the ring during the demon attack, and I'll probably never find a worthy replacement. The ring is most likely still at the Hound's Heart's camp outside the city. Alan and his friends didn't have time to pack up their camp. First, the demon ambushed them, and then they rushed off to help Canabres. I think we should at least go in there and check. Not right now, of course, but once the situation is under control. Fine, I'll help. Thank you for agreeing to help. Ellen is a good man and a true knight, and I think that the world should repay those who have devoted to doing good. Let's help him so he can propose to his beloved the way he wanted. Sela, I hope you can convince Isrep to let me go with you when you do this. I don't want to be parted from my friends. Of course, if the League of the Inspiring Card has come together in the Dark Hour, you must continue onward together. Yo, dog, what you got? I think I'll just deal with all the merchanting real quick and sell all this garbage I have. What the hell is this thing? Oh, that thing? I don't care about that. Who the fuck would want to use a short spear? Oops, went a bit far down there. My one complaint that I would like is the ability to sell armor a bit faster somehow. Like, maybe give you an option to sell all weapons and armor in your inventory or something. Or all non-magical weapons and armor, that'd be pretty good. How much? These guys like a shit ton of... I kind of want to buy all of his potions, to be honest. Well, I can't afford that, as cool as it is. Yeah, I want all of your potions, dude. Might as well. Dark Veil. That's pretty good, too. Just to use that once per day. Yeah, I'll grab that, too. I'll pay you for that. There we go. I'll level up our witch too real quick. Before I forget. Yeah, sure, I'll give her healing. Well, I think that's as good a place as any to call this session. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching. I'll probably be streaming more of this at some point. And I hope y'all have a great evening. I'll see you on the flip side. Or whatever other cringy crap I can say. Goodbye!